Okay, so seminary for you, was that, pretty smooth? No real difficulties in your seminary or in your discernment, formation and all that leading towards priesthood?
Yeah. When it comes to challenge, the only challenge, the biggest challenge for me was actually the first year of seminary, because I've never lived within a dormitory or with a bunch of other people. Even when I was at U of H, I commuted. So I stayed at home, commuted, and then when I was working, I stayed at home and I just helped pay the bills around my mom's house, but I never really had to live with a lot of other people. Okay. So it was a huge adjustment for me to deal, that's probably a good word, to deal with different personalities and to learn that they're not me. And so I had to be patient. I have to learn to accept that this is how God created them to be and whatnot. So that was the biggest struggle. In terms of, I like structure. And so the fact that we have, lunch at this time, dinner is this time, class is this time, it wasn't I like that structure. That military type regimen of things that were...
Because
it makes my life a little more predictable.
Yes.
I like predictability. And so... And so that was really the biggest thing. In terms of formation, I never really had much of a challenge, like information, meaning that I was always open to learning. So that was trained in me when I was in the business world. Like the idea is that if you're not growing, you're dying. So growing means reading, constantly learning, going to conferences, going to get business mentors, because that's how you able to increase the level of your productivity in the business world. So when I was in seminary, that idea, I didn't have a problem with that. Like, it's okay. I'm here to learn.
I'm a sponge.
I'm a sponge, And if the people of God is, through DSF, spending money, they're sacrificing with their financial treasures to the DSF, and I'm getting an education for this, I should really try to soak this in. And so, I just being a good steward in that sense. So, in terms of formation, that wasn't much of a. And I have received challenges from my formators here and there, but it wasn't like I see as like they're trying to get me out of seminary, or they're trying to find something wrong with me and kick me out. No, I never had that thought.
No internal struggles?
Well, we all have internal struggles. We all have our rough edges to smooth out. And so, yeah.
Is there anything for you, like what was the roughest edge for you to smooth out? Was it really that, dealing with the other guys in the seminary?
Yes. Just being patient with people. That was probably the biggest formation I received in the seminary, because I'm a very efficient, fast-paced, get the work done, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And so, just plan things ahead. So when guys, or now just people in general, as being a parochial vicar, if people don't get the work done as fast as I would like it to be,
if they're procrastinating,
or maybe, something like that. It just, I had to learn to be okay with that. Maybe they're going through something, or maybe they just recently go through surgery that I wasn't aware of, and that's why they're taking their time. And so,
or they have a different process than you.
Yeah, correct. I'm A to Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so some people, not everybody works like that. And so I'm learning to just be more open to their personality and what it means to either get the job done, or even just how they share their life with others. And so, because everybody has different gifts and talents. And so that's like the biggest internal formation I've received and continue to receive.